All right, it's finally here and we get to test it. Let's see how it goes. All right, welcome back, or welcome in. We finally got that Q-Line FD in. This thing has been on pre-order now for like 2.5 months. I'm just excited for it to finally show up. So I've got my C-Line FD, my Q-Line FD, I've got U-Disc running. So let's put this out there on a couple throws, couple angles. This is my first throw with this, so let's see how it goes. I did get some practice with the C-Line FD. Well, I threw it a little bit, just to have better references. So we're gonna test and see this one compared to the DD3, if it actually adds any distance. This is definitely more in my wheelhouse for arm speed. So hopefully we'll get a better representation. I'm looking for, with it being a fairway 7-speed, if I get 340 out of it, I would say that that is definitely an improvement, because I would say normally my fairways are 3 to 320. So let's throw it and see what we get. I'm gonna start with our stock FD. There is a left to right wind, so I'm gonna try to throw these as flat as possible and let the wind do most of the work. First throws of the day, by the way, so no guarantee these are gonna be great. Oh, that's sideways. Early release, not bad flight though. Short though. Now we're gonna throw the Q-Line out there. Ah, wind! Yeah, for me so. Okay, as soon as it starts that fade back, the wind definitely pushes it down. C-Line in at 260, Q-Line in at 300, roughly, give or take a couple feet. Now that was a flat line. I'm gonna throw them on a bit of Anhyzer. I know this C-Line's more beefy, so it comes with the territory of the C-Line plastic. He's afraid of the wind apparently, so that's interesting. So C-Line on an Anhyzer line. Let's see where it goes. Excuse me. Holds it, flexes out. I actually like the line that gets. Can I have that back? No? Okay. I actually like the line on that. I haven't thrown it too much with any like real lines or not, but all in all, that one felt pretty decent. So I'm gonna try to throw this on that same angle. I just based off that first throw, I do think it is less stable. So I imagine this is gonna fade out even further, especially with that left to right wind. Neither one of them's gonna want to fight back. Yes, sir. Yeah, pretty similar. Just gonna hit and cut roll. So I'm not gonna bother measuring either of those because neither one of them is what I would consider distance. All right, so the C-Line actually outdrove the Q-Line by about 20 feet, which very much expected with the extra stability that it has. So right within my thought process for what I expected to happen. Also, random note, last night we were able to see the northern lights. So like this whole sky was lit up pink with like a nice green. Took our camera out, took pictures. I'll probably post a couple right here in the spot for you guys to see. It was really pretty, kind of cool to see. Not something we typically, excuse me? Are you scared of the wind? Okay, not something we usually get to see here in Indiana. Quit it with your snotty nose, punk. That wind is picking up. C-Line on a little bit of a Hyzer. Stop. I do not expect this to flip up, but we will see. Punk. Yeah, what now? Did flip up actually. That wind right now is crazy. It just blew my camera over and it's just gusting more and more. All right, let's test this Q-Line here. I really like the flight on that one actually. It flipped up, turned a little bit and came back. Kind of surprised, like I said, with the wind that it flipped up at all. So we'll see if the Q-Line does. Oh, maybe I'm gonna slow down a little. That is rough. With the wind, I guess it means I'll be out here doing this again because I like having calm weather conditions for these tests. But now's as good a time as any, so here we go. Okay, I put that on a lot more Hyzer. I actually think slightly less Hyzer is going to be the distance line for that. It did try to flip up. It almost flipped up to flat, but I did put it on a hefty amount of Hyzer. So all things considered, I want to get those back, throw that distance line, and then wrap this up. All right, let's try to put these on a max distance line. Like I said, I think it's gonna be pretty close to flat. Just a little better thrown than the first one was. So we're gonna run that up, see what we get, and let's test, see if it actually gets any more distance. So for starters again, C-line. Uh-oh, he's coming after me with sticks. Can I throw? No? Ugh. Ah! Ow. Okay, okay, here we go. Ow. The wind is just playing with that. Oh, but yeah, the wind did its work with it. So they're both 175 grams, so there's no weight difference, but just with as unstable, well, as much more stable as that one is, I'm hesitant to think that this is gonna fly any further, but the wind's kind of died down, so I'm gonna rip one now while I can. No toque. No. Little man got so mad because I picked up the disc and he didn't get to grab it. So I had to throw it back out there so he could pick it up and then be happy. Anyway, threw it down trip, 320 for the C line, 330 for the Q line. And then while I was bound down there, since I had the opposite wind this time, I threw it back, 350 for the Q line, 300 for the C line. So I don't think the 50 feet difference is actually indicative of the disc, but I will say I 100% think that it is making it go further. So take that for what you will. That's just this beginner's point of view on this disc and what I feel like that is doing for me. So you tell me. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me if you've tried this disc, if you plan on trying this disc, and if you have tried it, what were the results for you? Other than that, it's been Disc Daddy from Diapers to Drivers. Until next time. And next time. Woo.